According to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking, and their number two is death. Today, I'm going to be overcoming my number one fear while yearning for the sweet release of death, while I tell you three things about myself. Those are my hobbies, my goals, and my improvements. Today, I'll begin with my hobbies, which include mountain biking, traveling, and cars. Mountain biking is a relatively new hobby to me, but it has helped me regain some of my cardio since I recently had a surgery, I recently had a knee injury, which led to a surgery, which put me out of running for a little while. Mountain biking has gotten me back outdoors, and it's been a huge improvement to my day-to-day life. I'm relatively new to it, but I'm enjoying it so far. Traveling is one of my bigger hobbies. I've recently gotten into international travel, but I pretty much always do local travel. So I'll go to Monterey or Lake Tahoe or Reno every weekend, and just kind of explore and get away from Folsom and find somewhere a little bit more interesting to spend my time. I recently traveled to France. That was back in February. I went for a week and stayed in Paris. We went to London for the afternoon, and we ended up seeing the Queen. And then during the summer, about 2.5 weeks ago, we went to the United Kingdom and we backpacked for 2.5 weeks, and that was amazing. My number three hobby is pretty unimportant at the moment. It's cars. I'm prioritizing school, so my classic car that I'm restoring is getting absolutely no attention. But I do like to spend my time looking at cars and going to car shows and just generally enjoying that hobby. My goals at the moment are to obtain a bachelor's degree. I'm thinking about becoming an engineer, but with the math involved, I'm leaning more towards business. My goals with the bachelor's degree are to begin a career, move to another country, and then just be able to enjoy my hobbies in the long term. Another goal of mine is to travel to exotic and dangerous places. I like to travel, but I want to take it up a notch. I want to do a solo backpacking trip through Russia. I want to go and take a guided tour to North Korea, and I want to tour through the Middle East. Not because those places are inherently dangerous, but because the way that our media kind of spins it, I don't think that they're as dangerous as we're led to believe. And I want to meet the people from places that have a little bit less freedoms than we do. So my goals have been a major reason for my improvements and my desire to keep improving. My improvements, I learned to kind of have confidence in myself and be happy with myself, which led me to want to take care of myself and make improvements in my life. So my goals and improvements are pretty much intertwined. My confidence is pretty high. I'm pretty happy with myself. I'm just like everybody, I get down on myself sometimes, but I'm always generally pretty outgoing, outspoken. I don't really mind public speaking, but I do get nervous like everybody else. And my improvements in the future, I'm trying to set more long-term goals for myself. I got out of high school in 2013 and decided that I just wanted to get a job. A couple years later, I realized that wasn't going to work. So I set college in my sights, and I've just been plugging away at it for the last couple years. I'm transferring to Sac State in the spring of next year, so I'm excited for that. And my long-term goals definitely do improve travel. So, like all of you listening, I have goals and hobbies, and I always have room for improvement. And while Death's Embrace never came during my speech, I hope that you can all take away something from what I've shared today. Are there any questions?